Hey everyone, it's Accurize again. Glad you're here and checking out my survival series for another episode. Now, disclaimer, this episode is going to be slower paced, more of a Paul Soares Jr. than a Sacriel style of gameplay. If you're an adrenaline junkie, then this is not the episode for you. I go off on quite a few tangents on this one, and musings, which I think may be a result of the pond water and the mushrooms I ate in the forest earlier. I do explain a practice method I use during these long treks to improve my peripheral dot identification speed, and that's a pretty good habit to get into. Plus, we do get to see an unidentified flying object towards the end of the video, so I hope you enjoy and hit that wicked awesome like and subscribe button, or the rabbit gets it. You'll see.
Alright, before we go on our adventure, there is one other thing I'd like to share about the patch that I've noticed. It looks like whenever you have tents, there's no save option anymore, so I'm assuming it's just going to be whatever you take in or out is automatically saved as it happens. So that's a nice feature. No more forgetting to save something, or I guess duping weapons and things like that. So anyway, I noticed that there used to be a save option here on the scroll to the left of the screen, but there isn't anymore. So I like it. Simplifies things a bit here. So simple is always good. Alright, well, Next did jump on, just as I was saying he wasn't going to be with us, but he is on the other side of the map, 11,000 meters away, so we're just going to do our own exploring, and I don't think he's going to be on too long. We both have to work tonight, so we're going to make this short and sweet, hopefully find something interesting. Alright, I'm going to continue east here. That's how far Next is. He's around 10,000 meters away, so it's a long ways. He's pretty much on the east coast. And honestly, I might not go that far. I might just patrol this area because I don't feel comfortable with going that far from camp right now with only the water bottle. Yeah. What the heck. We'll go for the dam. One water bottle is still to drink, and we should be able to get there. I've never been there. Oh yeah, we'll be able to get there. 5,000 meters. Get there. Drink on the way there. Get there, and then fill up again. And then drink and fill up. I think I said that right, I'm not sure. You guys know what I mean, so. Alright, so, new plan. I'm not going to really explore too much and wander. I want to pretty much go as the crow flies. I really should have grabbed the second water bottle when I took off. It's pretty much essential for comfortably traveling up here. And food's not a big deal. I mean, you find animals everywhere. So, warmth isn't a big deal if it's nighttime. You got trees everywhere. So, it's the water that'll get you a little worried. Alright, so now we have no more drink. But 4,700 meters is easy on one water bottle. Not a problem at all. And I've completed the circle here. Went around the back of that hill, up to the top, back down, and come back to where we are now. So we'll just run. Not sure if I want to stick to that tree line or to this one. This one looks a little more developed. What is that? It's like an animal of some kind. I just hope it's not a human one. If so, he's coming right at me. That's for a goat or something. Goat or sheep. Man, this game's beautiful. This engine's, I mean, it's pretty incredibly old. Really cutting edge for when it started, when it first came out. I had Arma way before DayZ, but never played it that much. Played it a few times. Never multiplayer, just some of the single player missions. I liked Flashpoint a lot. Thought it had a pretty good story. So I was pretty excited when I saw this mod. I thought it looked incredible. You know, I watched Squirrel's video on what is DayZ, and I was hooked. I knew I was going to be, you know, spending some money to get the expansion packs as soon as I saw about the first 2 minutes of that video. Haven't been disappointed. This is an amazing game. I'm really excited to see what this 2.5 engine is going to be like. Another peripheral there. Mental image of where it's at. Okay. Should be right about there. Bring out the binoculars. See if there's an animal there. Yep. It's probably the same sheep. What do we have down here? Rabbit. Run, rabbit, run. Run, rabbit, run. Jesus, peripheral dots everywhere. I'm telling you, man, you're not starving for food out here, that's for sure. I want to check them all out just to make sure that, you know, I'm not slipping into that trap. It's almost like, since there's not a whole lot out here in the wilderness, rather than just aimlessly running and being bored with it, I kind of make a game out of it to try to quickly identify where things are based on the peripheral dots. And I figure if I'm good at it with animals, I should be able to do it pretty well with humans when it's needed. Okay, we're going to try that one here. To the right side of the screen, and it disappeared right where that tip of that branch is. So I'm going to put my crosshairs right there, bring out the binoculars, and hopefully see an animal. Yep, there it is. So that's how I practice. Now I've noticed, at least when Nex is on and he's gillied up and not moving, tucked into a tree or something like that, I have noticed that I don't see peripheral dots, but I cannot remember if it was on our other server where it's almost always night when we play, and if it was through night vision goggles, and you don't see peripheral dots through those as far as I know. And I can't remember, but maybe one of you guys can answer that for me. Is, you know, if someone's gillied up and laying still, do they put off a peripheral dot, or is it only when they're moving, actively running or moving around? So anybody has an answer to that, I'd love to hear the answer. Do a little scan here of the opposite side tree line. That's a big field to run across, so I have no idea what that was. Side chat, I'm guessing. Yeah, make sure you do check these areas behind you too. Nobody has a problem shooting you in the back, as we saw on Starry earlier. That really put us at a disadvantage. If I had been smarter about it once the shots had been fired. Another thing that I should have done was turned around and zigzagged while I was running backwards. You know, I probably would have been able to see some smoke or some muzzle flash and determined where the shooter was. But you know, when you're unprepared for that type of contact and you're just running along, you don't react as if you're ready for it. And we didn't. You know, it's basically like run for your lives, which is exactly what we did. So there was no real chance of us defending ourselves. We were at the mercy of luck. Did I just see something? I thought I saw a tent. Maybe I didn't. I'm hallucinating again. Eating the mushrooms out here. Eating the mushrooms out here in the woods. So the standalone is supposed to have all these diseases which look pretty interesting. Cholera, typhoid, dysentery I think was one of them. The one thing I noticed about every disease was diarrhea was one of the effects. So I'm guessing that there will be a lot more PvP around the outhouses now when the standalone comes out. I'm guessing that's going to be a hot zone, given all the diarrhea that's going to be flying around. Now we'll have players having diarrhea out of their mouth and out of their butts. So it's like full circle. It's like the circle of life there. Circle of life for diarrhea. Man, I've already run out of things to talk about. Now I'm already talking about diarrhea. That was quick. I mean, I haven't even made it to the dam yet, and I've gone through the entire list of everything in my life that I could possibly talk about before diarrhea, and I have reached that part of the list, the bottom where now I'm talking about it. I just can't stop talking about it. I wonder if it dehydrates you faster. Like, because you know, when you have diarrhea, you're supposed to be getting dehydrated faster. I wonder if that causes you to have to drink more often. I don't know. Sometimes when you're sick, you lose your appetite. Maybe you don't have to eat as often, but you have to drink more often. I don't know. I'm really excited to see what they have in store for these dogs. I thought they were going to be in this patch, but apparently that was the preview for the patch, and I guess they had some bugs that they needed to work out. Like they'd attack or something when they were getting in and out of a car. So, I mean, I know dogs get excited to see you when you come home from work and you get out of the car, but Jesus. I don't know how many days I can come home and freaking Cujo attacks me. I mean, you really weren't even safe in the car with Cujo. And these are like apocalypse dogs. I'm guessing they're like really violent. I mean, if you survive the apocalypse and the zombie hordes and all the, you know, friendly bang sort of behavior that goes on here, you're probably pretty badass. There's a little bunny rabbit. You make a big peripheral dot for such a small little bunny. Yeah, it's Nex's bunny. Follows him everywhere, and when he's not around, he's too busy, you know, doing things like sleeping for work and stuff like that. Then I have to take care of this stupid rabbit. I mean, when he got it, he swore, "Samurai, I'm gonna take care of it. You won't even know it's around. Just let me keep it, please, please, please." So I said yes, you know, like an idiot. And now you see what's happening. This little freaking rabbit's following me around everywhere, putting out really big peripheral dots, drawing all kinds of attention to me. You know, never mind the fact that I'm running through a bare field on top of the spine of a hill. You know, that won't draw attention to me. That the rabbit is what will get me killed, not my. Then again, I mean, who's going to snipe me? I mean, the only real place is right there, and the only other place you could probably snipe me from is like maybe a cloud. Like, I know hackers do some pretty weird stuff, but I don't think I've ever seen them snipe from a cloud yet. I don't know. I feel pretty comfortable here. Well, after the last video, when the bullets started flying, this has got to be pretty boring for you guys, and you know, I apologize, but this is part of the game. This isn't Call of Duty, this isn't Battlefield 3, nothing against them, but it's just a different style of game. And I don't think it'd be very honest for people, you know, watching this walk through, having not played the game, to only see the action parts of it and not see the, you know, the running and things like that. I'm not seeing any tents up here. I wonder if I can see the dance on the hill here. I wonder if it wasn't foggy, if I could. Let's stick to the tree line though. I think this dam is sort of a tourist spot, a little bit of a landmark, and I'm going to become a little more cautious here. I don't want to fall in the same trap as I did yesterday. Well, not yesterday, but this past weekend from the last video. Peripheral dot. There you are. That is a pig. Man, it is foggy over there in that valley. And in the standalone, they're saying that they're going to actually improve the weather effects, and I find that, you know, pretty neat, because I don't know what they're going to do, but these weather effects are pretty neat, especially at night when the lightning starts striking. That's always just really cool. Lightning strikes, and then, you know, 2 seconds later the thunder claps. Pretty awesome. And anybody who really hasn't sat and watched a playthrough or, you know, a significant amount of this game just can't appreciate how detailed it is. I mean, you really can't take anything for granted here. Anything can pretty much kill you. Like I said in episode 1, the environment's just as deadly as other players and the zombies. I had a character that was alive for 60 hours, had like 4 or 5 murders, and Nex had about the same, and we both died the same night. And we had night vision goggles, L85s, all these things that we legitimately found at checking dozens of crash sites and raiding the, here's this rabbit again, man, just stalking me. He's like a stalker rabbit. So, but lots of you know, running the Northwest Airfield for loot and all this great stuff that we had, and we lost it in one night. We up on the border where there was absolutely not a soul, nothing to worry about. I crashed a tractor that was in the red into a tree that was in the middle of a field. I mean, it's like the one tree in the middle of the field, and somehow I was like magnetically drawn to it. And I don't know if you've ever played with magnets, but apparently a huge fireball occurs when you let them come together. Because that's what happened to me. Yeah, so I ended in a very dramatic manner for such a silly way to die. Huge fireball. And so then next goes tries to recover loot from my body, grabs my L85. So now he's got two L85s and a AS50 on him. Night vision goggles, ghillie, just geared to the nines. And about an hour and a half later, he finds an awesome helicopter camp with a bunch of wire around it and run lengthways. And I mean, it's just line after line of barbed wire. And from what he tells me, I was down on the coast trying to struggle to survive. But I guess he starts hopping the wire, and he gets about halfway through, and then suddenly he just starts he's losing blood, and he dies right there on the wire. So I was killed by a tree, he was killed by barbed wire. Go figure. That's the game. Let your guard down for one little second. And I don't know what that is. That was close though, whatever that is. Pig. You let your guard down for one little second, whether it be zombies, players, or the environment, and it'll catch up with you. It's like going to the casino to gamble. The house will always win, eventually. Here's the rabbit. I mean, maybe I don't need dogs in the game. Maybe the rabbit's enough. If I can train that rabbit to, sniff out living creatures 900 meters, and I can teach it to sit. Well, it's already sitting pretty much all the time, isn't it? Rabbits pretty much sit between every hop. If I can teach it to lie down, which they do, and stay, which I don't think they do. That might be the toughest one, teaching them to stay. Then maybe I don't need a dog in the game. Hey, and if my rabbit attacks people when they get out of their cars, little Monty Python going on there. It's just a little rabbit. It'll fuck you up. You'll know it's me when you find dead bodies with like arms missing and then the legs missing at the same time. You'll know. You'll be like, Samurai was here. This is Rabbit. You won't see me though. I'll stay way back. I'll let Rabbit do all the work. I mean, like I said, it's a risk versus reward game. Why would I go out there when my rabbit can rip men limb from limb, literally? Got them sharp, jagged teeth. They're like a vampire rabbit, like Bunnicula or something. We have contact. What the hell is that? Oh, it's an airplane. Look, boss, the plane. Well, this server never ceases to amaze me. You all are jealous, man. We got planes on this server. think that was an Osprey, I'm not sure. But it, you know what? It was just, it was what it was a charter tour flight for a charter service. They were just going around all the sites in Chernarus, and this is the dam. I mean, there is no other dam in Chernarus, so this is a huge tourist spot. I won't lie though, heart did skip a beat there. Fill it, drink it, fill it. Then get the hell out of the area. So what I think I'll do is, since we've seen a dam here, go on up here to the trees. Man, that's beautiful. Go up here to the trees and log off, call it a night. Now, when I started doing these videos, it's probably going to make a liar out of me again. Yeah, of course. Was going to try to talk about the clouds again, the movement and the direction, but they're deciding to stay still again. So much for that. Not seeing any peripheral dots, are you guys? Well, there's the little one right there. Little itty bitty one. Pretty far away. I think I might just log off here. We'll start up here next time. So, sorry for the, the boring trek across the northern countryside, but it's part of DayZ, and at least we get to end with this view. It's very pretty. So, I'll see you guys next time. Y'all take care, and if you like this, go ahead and like and subscribe. I do really appreciate it. And thanks again for all the positive feedback. It does mean a lot.